Works movie log, tape 15, date September 24th, 1980. Every action movie cliché in 3 minutes. Are you familiar with the phrase lights, camera, action? Of course you are, it's old, I bet dinosaurs came up with it. And being inventive giant lizards, they probably created the action movie genre as well. One might assume that when something's been going on for a long time, it could get repetitive, and when it gets too repetitive, it becomes a cliché. Today we're gonna kick action's ass because A, we can, and B, we don't care about its feelings. So lock and load, buckle up, and punch the clock! A former special operations soldier whose partner was killed 2 days before retirement loses his wife in a restaurant shooting. After world's fastest investigation, he deduces that Ruskaya Mafia is responsible. To make matters worse, there's a large amount of drugs involved. Our guy locates one of their nests, which is the strip club, so the fight scene begins. Obviously, he's a hand-to-hand combat expert, therefore most of his punches are knockouts, and if that ain't easy enough, the baddies choose to attack him one at a time. Since it's a strip club, oh so important for the plot, naked tits and asses are present. Finally, one of the dancers grabs a gun and aims at the hero. Before he can calculate his next phenomenal move, she shoots the bad guy behind him. Turns out she's a stripper with a heart of gold that needs to be saved. She promises to take him to their boss and mafia kingpin, Ivo Burunduchkevichkovich. They get in a car, but uh-oh, what's that? A car chase scene with motorcycles? Alrighty then. Good things our guy is an expert driver. He could have been just a hand-to-hand combat expert, but no! Anyhow, they crash the car, it catches fire, they run, and since all cars are 95% nitroglycerin, it explodes, and they jump half a second before that happens. Can you imagine? A normal person would have a concussion, a shattered clavicle, a bunch of broken ribs, a pelvic fracture, and an internal bleeding, but all our guy needs is an aspirin and a band-aid. The stripper died though. One of the bikers takes off the helmet to reveal she's a woman. The hero visits his secret homemade gun store cause shit just got real and it's time for a high-rise shootout scene. The building is owned by Evo, of course. Although his Desert Eagle holds 63 rounds, he still carries 12 types of guns, and needless to say he's an expert shooter, so he only needs 1 bullet per scumbag. The scumbags, however, fail every attempt to hit him until once in a blue moon, which is today, they manage to pierce his shoulder. No worries, the bone is fine. Our guy retreats for a quick break to take out the bullet with a Bowie knife. Another band-aid? There, good as new. Plus, it's a good excuse to take off his shirt. He was hitting the gym for a reason. Back to action, the hero returns to battlefield and gets captured. The loss of momentum is the only explanation I could think of. And that's when it becomes clear that his best friend is behind his wife's death. For reasons unknown, instead of killing him, they handcuff him and tell him all about their evil plan, and the bomb, and the hostages. Now knowing everything, our guy releases himself using a paperclip, kills dozens of people including Evo, and goes after the bomb while his best friend escapes. The bomb's timer shows it's only 2 minutes left until Big Bada Boom, and it's gonna be the longest 2 minutes in the history of space and time. Meanwhile, the hero slides under a closing security door, jumps through a glass window into an armed helicopter, kills remaining criminals on board, lands the bird, cuts the right wire with a few seconds to spare, and saves the day. 2 months later, someplace nice and sunny, our guy tracks down his best friend who's having a swim in a pool. He reveals that instead of water, the pool is filled with gasoline, throws a one-liner, flicks a cigarette into the pool, and casually walks away with a massive skadoosh behind him. So yeah, that would be it for ideas that became overused to the point of losing its original effect. Hasta la vista.